used to feel like I have to choose just one part of me until I discovered this. The brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. And there is only love, everything else is an illusion. What if the most magnetic version of yourself is not someone that you have to become, but is someone you remember within? And what if divine feminine energy isn't just about being soft and radiant and flowing, but also about being bold and fierce and mysterious? Hi beautiful soul, welcome. It feels so good to have you here. I am Inès, and today we are unlocking 3 layers of feminine energy that awaken your power, your softness, your sensuality, and your radiance. The essence of light feminine energy is openness, receptivity, play, childlike fun, softness, intuition, radiance, joy, laughter. The light feminine energy is like the sunshine flowing through a window. The sound of a laughter in the air is like the water flowing on your skin. She is the version of you who is in love with life and who allows life to love her. I remember a time when I started my YouTube channel, I thought that I have to prove myself, to work so hard, to be consistent. I believe my worth and my success were in how productive I could be. Being a mom at the same time, I wasn't sleeping enough. I was doing intermittent fasting, but not the right way. And so I almost burned out and I lost part of my hair as a result. What saved me was listening to my intuition and learning to receive again. I took myself on walks in nature, gave myself permission to cry without judgment. I rested even when the to-do list was screaming. Some example of the light feminine energy: saying yes to pleasure. What are the things that you really love doing? Reconnect with them. Walks in nature, painting, playing the guitar, anything that it can be. Give yourself permission to have your own version of pleasure. Laughing without a filter. Give yourself permission to be giggly, to have that childlike fun, to just laugh because that is what your heart wants to express. Letting yourself be held by yourself, trusting yourself, but also by the people around you, the masculine energy around you, the feminine energy around you. You don't have to do it alone. The light feminine energy understands this so much, and that's why she's so in tune with the people she loves, with the people around her. She lets them help her and hold her. Creating just for fun, not having an agenda. The light feminine energy will let that creativity just flow and have so much fun doing it. Is it cooking? Is it baking? Is it painting? Is it just creating a YouTube video, expressing your creativity just for fun? Or learning a new skill? Dancing with no reason, just because it lightens you up, and letting your body move freely or sensually. Receiving compliment and help and love without feeling guilty, without feeling like you have to reciprocate immediately. A beautiful example, this weekend I was learning inline skating with my family. And when my husband left my side for a moment, a stranger who was just passing by gave me some quick tips. And because I was receptive to his help, he actually came back and we talked a little bit more. He told me that he was a professional skier and gave me some more advanced tips. And what I loved most is that as he was leaving, he said, "You will figure this out." Like he trusted me. And when my husband came back, he joked that my styling motivated people to give me tips. And I laughed it and added, yes, especially when my husband isn't around. The feminine isn't a weakness, it is a force, a strength that allows life to bloom so beautifully, so freely. Some practical tips for you to embrace more of your feminine energy. Number 1, practice surrender. In your next conversation, instead of thinking about what you will say next, practice really listening, being present, and coming from your heart, holding that heart space open. This is your feminine presence. Number 2, dance slowly every morning. It's not about how it looks, but it's about how you feel. Does it lightens you up? Enjoy your body, your curves, your movement. Enjoy your freedom. Express yourself in your dance. You can also use this affirmation: I am safe to soften. I am open to receive. You can also say, I choose to trust, and I shine bright like the sun when I'm happy. This is the perfect segue to part 2, the dark feminine energy. Here is something that they don't tell you always. Being in your dark feminine energy can feel uncomfortable at first because you are no longer people pleasing or trying to over explain or trying to be liked. You are just being who you already are. That is super powerful, and that power, it can scare people but it will set you free. The essence of the dark feminine energy: mystery, power, seduction, intensity. Is also emotion, boundary, truth, and chaos as transformation. You can imagine the dark feminine energy as the moon behind the clouds, as the forest at midnight, or the volcano rumbling beneath the surface. She's the version of you that doesn't chase, she summons. The brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. I actually first heard this from listening to a tarot reader. It really activates something in me. The way to explain this is that people who have that beautiful light are some people who have gone through some life challenges generally. They have embraced their shadow in that sense. Life challenges will help us to grow, to embrace our shadow. Our shadow. The more we love our shadow, the more we love ourselves. And when we love ourselves fully, the light and the shadow together integrated, then it's so easy to love other people, and that's why the light shines so brightly. 11:11. Let's elevate the vibration. This is good for manifestation. This is also good for your divine feminine energy. The light feminine energy can be so silly, doing silly things, right? Silly dances, but it really elevate that vibration, right? And the dark feminine energy, mysterious, connected with a high intuition, knowing those laws of the universe, and she uses them in her life to attract things to her that she desires so magnetically without having to effort anything. If you are ready to level up, to glow up even faster, then my course, Divine Feminine Glow Up, how to merge the light and dark feminine energy to become magnetic, radiant, and free. All right, what was I talking about? We were talking about the dark feminine energy and how the brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. Yeah, exactly. A surprising truth is that being in your dark feminine energy isn't about being mean or cold. Even though people will perceive you like that, it's not what it's about. Dark feminine energy is about radical truth, honoring who you truly are, honoring your desires and your emotions. It's about walking away without a dramatic speech. It's not about seducing people necessarily. It's about seducing life on your own terms. I love that. When I first started saying no and saying yes to myself unapologetically, I was afraid that people will leave. I was afraid of what they would think about me. Like, oh, you are now some mean version of yourself or something like that. Some did, but those who stayed actually met the real me. And she is loveful and powerful at the same time. Embrace the shadow. What part of yourself haven't you learned to love fully yet? What part is not yet integrated? What part haven't you shown the world yet? It's not about showing everything without filter necessarily. It's layer by layers. The more you do integrate the light and the shadow, the more free you feel to just be yourself. It's progressive. It's layer by layer, like peeling back the false version of you, those personas that you have created because of your life experiences. Alright, some example of the dark feminine energy. Setting unapologetic boundaries. Instead of saying yes to too many things, you say only yes to what is a full body yes, like your whole body is like, yes, let's do this. If it's not a full body yes, then it means it's a no. When you say no to the things that are not aligned with you, it's because you are saying yes to the true version of yourself. And this is how you are really giving the world your service of love, is by being your true self, because you are unique. You were created for a specific mission, and only you can do that mission by being you. If you are trying to be somebody that you are not, those false personas, then you are being a disservice not only to you, but to the people you are supposed to serve, to support, to inspire. Dark feminine energy is owning your sensuality without shame. I know society have created so much taboo around sensuality, around sexuality, so that we don't even feel at ease to talk about it publicly, right? But your dark feminine energy allows you to explore that part of yourself and to embrace it without shame, without guilt. And this is a very powerful aspect of ourself. It is actually our life force energy. The more you do this, the more vibrant you become, the more alive you become, the more joie de vivre you have. Saying what you really think and doing it calmly. It's not like you are overreacting and talking too much, but it's like you learn to express your truth with the most poise possible. It's not like you are waiting for validation. You just express what is true for you, and you are okay if the people around you don't understand where you are at, because it is a growth journey and maybe they are not yet at an awareness where they can understand where you are. Imagine you 5 years ago, you weren't aware the way you are now aware. But it's not a reason to not express your truth. Express what is true to you with so much love, with so much poise, and let the students or the people who are ready catch you. Another example is walking away with love. You don't have to prove your love, right? You hold that space of unconditional love, but you are choosing yourself, prioritizing yourself, so that in some situation, although you are loving, you might walk away because you are setting those boundaries, you have high standards, and you prioritize yourself. Dark feminine energy allows you to alchemize any pain into power, because there are always lessons hidden in the shadow, in the pain, in the challenges of life. So when you can see how those things are helping you to grow, to expand, to heal, you feel like that pain is actually a very powerful thing that happened in your life. Think about heartbreak, how some women who went through heartbreak are radically accepting themselves, like the good girl went bad, right? Because she's like, I was wasting my energy in that relationship to hold it back, and now that the relationship has gone, I will put that energy on me. And because of that, she expresses who she truly is. She can just do the things that she always wanted to do. And now there is no filter. Sometimes we want to put those filters to be loved by a relationship that we are holding on to. But when that relationship is shattered, it's like, oh, I don't have anything else to lose, so I can just be myself. And that is a beautiful aspect of our dark feminine energy. You are not too much. You were never meant to be small. Some practical tips to embrace your dark feminine energy more. First, today, speak from your heart and don't defend it. Speak what is true for you, but don't explain too much. People who will understand it will understand it. People who are not yet ready to understand it, the time will come also. Number 2, this one is really powerful. Mirror gazing for at least 3 minutes. Look in your eyes in front of the mirror, and instead of having judgment, come from a place of deep love, of awe. No judgment. You can say to yourself, I love you, right? And you will sense what energy you feel. Is it shame? Is it guilt? Then continue, right? Because when you continue, that dark feminine will be awakened, and she will come like, yes, we are worthy of being loved. We are loved. That intense gaze in your soul is really an activation that will propel you to your next level. Here is a beautiful affirmation that you can use for your dark feminine energy. I am powerful. I am magnetic. I do not chase, I attract. Alright, people, so part 3, the divine feminine energy. The best way I can talk about the divine feminine energy is like the integration of the light feminine energy and the dark feminine energy. So the essence of the divine feminine energy is integration, wholeness, harmony, is embodiment. It is grace. It's also sacredness. love, unconditional love, leadership. The divine feminine energy is like the ocean. She holds the sunlight on her surface and the mysteries in her depth. She is the whole you, no filters. She doesn't just flow or rage, she chooses. When the soul is ready, she doesn't fight or flee. She stands, she opens, she receives. One beautiful that happened for me is that as I merged the soft and the fierce, as I merged the playful and the powerful, I stopped asking for permission to be my whole self, and I just decided that I could be all of me, all at the same time. And something magical really happened. My energy became undeniable, not only in the attention that I get, but I started attracting my soul family, amazing opportunities, and love saw me. Integration is equal freedom when we talk about the divine feminine energy. You don't have to pick between the good girl or the baddie, the angel and the siren, between the mother and the seductress. You don't have to dim your softness or suppress your strength. You get to be all of it and more. So what does divine feminine embodiment looks like? My family just came back and they will be loud. Alright, let's talk about what divine feminine embodiment looks like. So first is speaking your truth with grace. You know, when you are speaking your truth, you can come from a place of anger and carry that energy. But when you have embraced and integrated unconditional love for yourself and for other people, your truth is spoken with more grace, with no judgment, more embracing of other people's truth as well. Understanding that everybody is on a different part of the journey. Number 2, leading with intuition. The divine feminine energy has a very heightened intuition. It is where you start being interested by what the universal laws really are. It is what will make you curious about other ways of seeing the world, wanting to understand more at a deeper level about things like the religions and relying on that inner guidance. When that voice from within is getting louder than all the voices around you, this is when you have started your real embodiment of divine feminine energy. Because your intuition can also be seen as God talking to you, right? And your prayer is when you are talking to God. So having a heightened intuition means that the communication between God and you is really very powerful. When we talk about the divine feminine energy, it is becoming the goddess. So instead of seeing God as a separate part of you, you understand your divine nature, your own divine nature. We know from the religions that we are at God's image, but we shy away from understanding that it means that we are gods and goddesses, meaning that we are co-creating our reality with the source of everything, with the infinite intelligence, with what we call God, but not what we have been taught from some religions. The next embodiment of divine feminine energy is creating from the heart and soul. The divine feminine energy has integrated all the energy centers. It's not like you only work from your heart, from your third eye, inspiration and intuition, but you also understand that creativity that is born from your groundedness. So what you create is something beautiful that is like your service of love to the world. Everybody else can benefit from what you have created. It doesn't matter if it's a meal, if it's a song, if it's a painting, or if it's a video, a course. Everything that you do is inspired from the divine essence. The next point is magnetizing without effort. Imagine that goddess archetype, right? I love the history of ancient Egypt, especially the Queen Cleopatra, the Pharaoh Cleopatra. And so in ancient Egypt, the Pharaoh was as well a human being, like the king, right, of Egypt, but also a divinity. Like, not only is that royalty given to them by the gods, but they are actually the embodiment of a god on earth. And there is a male pharaoh, which is the embodiment of Osiris, the god Osiris, and there is a female pharaoh, which is the embodiment of Isis, Pharaoh Cleopatra. It's at the same time the embodiment of the goddess Isis and the queen of the land Egypt. So she has those both archetypes, the queen and the goddess. To be the queen and the goddess makes you magnetic without even trying. Because of your status, people respect you, they come and they want to serve you, right? And because of your goddess status, you understand that you have your word to say in the co-creation process. So your reality, you understand that you are creating it by the way you think, by the way you believe, right? Those things are creating what is around you. And if you shift that, then what you see around you is also shifted. Another sign is honoring your body as sacred. The divine feminine energy is not ashamed of a body, but she also doesn't just give her body to everybody because she understands how sacred her body is as a vessel who carries that embodiment of the divine soul. So she will honor her body, she will take care of it with high vibrational nutritional food and with water. She will take care of it with bath to clean the body and energetic breath work to clean the body even at a deeper level. One daily practice that you can do to integrate both the light and the dark feminine energy in order to honor your divine feminine energy is to ask yourself, what does my light energy want today? You can ask yourself that in the morning. And what does my shadow or my dark feminine energy needs today? And then how can you love both even more? Another practice is when you are living your day, then how can you embody your divine feminine energy more? Like I talked in the video about unlocking your dark feminine energy, a beautiful way that I use is to mix the perfume from the light feminine energy, a more flowery essence, and the dark feminine energy, a more deep essence. So with those, it's just a representation of carrying those both energies within you. Another practice that you can do at the end of the day is to honor how you have been embodying your divine feminine energy that day. See your journey of integration, how far you have come. Honor the person that you have become and understand that the support, the challenges, they all serve you in becoming the person that you are today. The pain and the pleasure, they all serve you. So honor all of it, embrace all of it, integrate all of it. This is a master dance. One beautiful affirmation that you can say, I am whole. I honor all of me. I lead with my sacred divine feminine essence. Alright, beautiful soul, the divine feminine energy is not something that you become. It is actually who you already are under all personal layers. There is only love, everything else is an illusion. And this is your reminder to keep choosing her. If this resonates with your heart, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. Share it with someone who will love to hear this. Just being in this safe place and listening to those videos is going to help you to unlock your divine feminine essence at another level. And if you are ready to level up, to glow up even faster, then my course Divine Feminine Glow Up is perfect for you. Or you can check my Mastery and Abundance bundle with 4 courses in it at the moment. Start your activation now of the divine feminine energy. Sending you so much love, infinite abundance, and many, many blessings. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.